Hi friends, hope you're all well. Now I just came across this article that was published in the National Geographic. It was published about 2 days ago, August the 19th, and it talks about how COVID-19 can become mandatory. And I sensed this was where it was going, and this article just confirms where the powers that be want to take us. And it's basically showing that before you can participate in anything social, whether you're going to a sports event, whether you're getting on the plane, whether you want to work, get a job, you'll have to produce a certificate showing that you have received the COVID-19 vaccination. The author writes, "You walk towards the arena, ready for a big game, tickets in hand, but what you see is a long line wrapping around the corner of the building and a bottleneck at the entrance as people search their pockets and purses for a small piece of paper. To be cleared to enter, you'll also need that document, proof that you've received a COVID-19 vaccination. This is the future as some experts see it, a world in which you'll need to show you've been inoculated against the novel coronavirus to attend a sports game, get a manicure, go to work, or hop on a train." So that's how it's going to work. This is where they want to drive it. Before you can pretty much do anything, you'll need to prove that you've received the vaccination. Now, at the moment, especially for adults, not all vaccines are mandatory, it's by choice, but now they want to make this a mandate for all. It also continues to say, the mandates can be directed towards customers as well. Just as business owners can bar shoeless and shirtless clients from entering their restaurants, salons, arenas, and stores, they can legally keep people out for any number of reasons, as long as they're not running afoul of any anti-discrimination laws, says Dobrit Rubenstein-Rees, a professor of health and vaccine law at the University of California, Hastings College of the Law. So basically, let's say you want to go into Walmart or Sainsbury's, a supermarket, they can say, we are not letting you in unless you prove that you've received this vaccination in order to ensure the safety of our employees and our customers and so on. So this is where they think it's heading, and this is where I believe things are heading. It then continues to say, it is in an employer's interest to make sure that their workplace is protected and that you can't infect your colleagues, Shahar says. Having a widely accessible vaccine gets a lot of employees out of having to control their client behavior. And with a vaccinated workforce, you don't need to worry if the people are serving at the restaurant have COVID-19. Even the general public could be incentivized to getting vaccinated. Oddly enough, the best way to impose a mandate is to reward people with freedom if they follow that mandate. Now, many of us know how frustrating life has become. Like, I just got back from England, and on the plane, you have to wear a mask for the entire journey, and it's annoying, it's irritating. And also, there's certain airlines that won't allow you to fly unless you prove that you've been vaccinated and so on. So what they can say is, oh, you don't have to wear a mask. Oh, you can now get on the plane if you prove, you've had this vaccination. You can now go to a gym and so on. Because a lot of people are now frustrated, with the social distancing laws, having their rights taken away. So this is an easy way to get people to just quickly agree in order so they can return back to normality as they believe. So it's a great way, and they know it, they know what they're doing, to say, okay, you get the vaccination, then we'll give you your rights. You can now do this, you can now meet, you can now have public gatherings, you can now play football, and so on and so on. So this is where it's heading. It also says, while the enforcement of such mandates wouldn't be without challenges, it would hardly be impossible or without precedent. To board an Emirates flight to Dubai today, for example, all passengers must present a negative COVID-19 test certificate. Once a vaccine is available, airlines could put in place sweeping regulations requiring COVID-19 vaccination certificates. So you won't be able to do anything without this certificate. And I'll post a link below. You can read the whole article in your own time. It's quite interesting. But this is where things are going, guys. And we need to start getting ready, especially trying to be self-sufficient, because many of us are still in bondage to this world, the powers of this world. And we have received counsel over 100 years ago telling us, to get out of the city, to be self-sufficient, because we see these laws are just, these restrictions are just heading, I don't even know what to say. I just know that we're in serious time, guys, and sometimes I'm quite fearful because I don't think we as a people recognize or realize what we have ahead of us. Because if we did, we'll be so much more solemn in the things that we do, because we really are entering a dark stage of this earth's history, a time of trouble such as never before. The mark of the beast is right around the corner, the no buy and sell decree, which we've often spoken about as Adventists. Friends, the time is here and we need to start taking our salvation seriously, because it's all going to come as an overwhelming surprise to many, and many won't be ready. Many will give up. Many people have a hard time trying to keep the Sabbath holy. We're not even in the time of trouble. Many people struggle, like not working on the Sabbath and keeping the simplicity of the law of God in these times of peace. And if we can't be faithful now, how in the world are we going to be faithful when we have the whole world against us? So friends, this is where it's going. I'll post a link below, as I mentioned, so you can read the article. And God willing, you will hear or see me in the next video. Take care and God bless.